everybody, it's going to be a backtesting video on the 5 minute on USD, see how far I can go back. Okay, so it looks like the 7th of the end of Asia. Okay, so here we go. So this is as far back as I can go on the 5 minute. So I'm going to use I didn't do the 1 minute because I can only go back 30 days I think, so I'm just going to use the 5 so I can go back a bit further. Okay, let's have a look what's happened. So I'm going to use the 1 hour for the higher time frame. So what do we have? Okay, so we had this inducement up here, pushing lower, strong high, respected, strong high, respected, right there. Strong high, respected, and then actually strong high got taken. Just wicked slightly. Just slightly. Just slightly, and then push down, and then we've got, so now we're strong, bearish candles, just taking out this liquidity, and then we've come up and taken this liquidity right here, which is also part of this build up liquidity. So I would say, and then we've broken structure, we've had a relative break of structure right here. So I would say that we're bearish, targeting these lows down here. Let's go to the 5. Yeah, we've taken out this build up, this inducement right here. This build up right here, just got swept. Which got swept. Just taking up this build up. What have we got to target? Yeah, I see. We've got build up right here. Channel build up. So you've got, you know, buyers getting in here, you know, breakout traders, break and retest traders. So you've got stops all under here, stops all under here. So this is all trend line liquidity. So this makes sense to come and take this. We've taken out this higher time frame inducement right here. We've broken structure. So let's wait for Asia to finish and see what we can get. We have this big build up. We have this build up of sellers during Asia as well. So if we're going to go short, it makes sense to take them out first. What's going on? Pain in my head. Okay, so Asia's finished. Now we're into Frankfurt. So we could, if you wanted to, go long. Come and take up this build up. I mean, it's not necessarily something I would do, but you could do something like this. But I mean, let's try it for the sake of backtesting. But to be honest, this is one I would take, to be honest, because I would rather wait for the shorts. But let's just try it. Yeah, that's why. So not really lost. Took out this build up, we've taken out this inducement. Now we could be on our way actually, I might have missed that. No, I want to see price take out liquidity first. So we took out that. This looks like a clear build up right here. Build up of liquidity. So I want to see price induce this first. Okay, I think the day is done. So I think on this particular day we had done the inducement. We induced all this here, and then we were already on the way to going to take this. So this is my strong high right now. But the idea is that if we're bearish to come and tap this, that we should just respect strong highs. So let's have a look what we've got. This is a strong high right here because we induced this liquidity. I think we quite took this high. We induced this, we took out this build up right here. Took out this build up and we induced these highs right here. This is unmitigated as well. This is unmitigated. So this is looks like liquidity. This is the build up of liquidity right here. So if we don't break these lows and we start driving higher, I would expect price to, I might be interested in the longs. But obviously Asia's coming, I think. Where are we? Oh, we're only at 1 o'clock. Okay, yeah, we've taken out this build up. We haven't taken out this low yet. Let's see what it does. Break that high, yeah, okay, so we broke that high. Interesting. Okay, so now we've broken that high. This came in to mitigate this. This is unmitigated. I take longs from here. Stops, you could say here, but I'm going to be a little bit riskier and say this right here, 5 pips. Targeting this liquidity right here. If we pull back, that is because we have a relative breaker structure right here. So this is against the trend, but makes sense because now this is my high, which is unmitigated. I've got this build up of liquidity right there. So let's see what happens. That's just going to go in it. Build liquidity, get an entry. Come on. Oh, you fucker. Oh. Yeah. Entry and a loss all in one foul sweep. So yeah, that would be the loss then. And we took the lows. Okay. So I was getting excited there thinking we were going to catch these longs. It did look good, but then I suppose that's, you know, in hindsight, it's just a mitigation of this to taking out this build up. Build up of liquidity and then dropped because we were bearish, so maybe I was getting a bit too clever trying to catch the longs. So yeah, 2 losses there, Or one loss there, one loss over here. But it's alright, I'll catch the big one. The bias was right though, I was bearish, but I just obviously went the other way. That's okay. Let's, what time is it? Yeah, so the day's done. Let's go into Asia, let's go into next session. It's looking good. Okay, so we took out this liquidity now. Taking out this liquidity, which you could call external, or this big build up. We're taking out all this build up, and I don't want to go to the 1 hour, it's going to show me the move, but let's take out this build up. Let's get rid of this. That's all done. So we've got this build up. Build up of liquidities. Sellers all getting in the market. Sellers all getting in the market. So if we're going to continue lower, it makes sense to take them out. It makes sense to take them all out before filling this imbalance. So yeah, I am going to be bearish. I'm going to wait for price to tap this after taking out this. Then because it's the 5 minute, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on the entry because I can't look at the 1 minute to see any break structure on the 1 minute. So let's keep going. So if we're bullish, come and target this. Right, let's try and be a little bit clever. I know it didn't work last time, but right, we've induced this low right here. This current point, I am bullish, targeting this build up here. So right now, I'm bullish, expecting price to mitigate that. This is a strong low. This is a strong low. Pushing higher. This is a build up of liquidity. This is a build up of liquidity right there. Got this. Obviously got this. Build up right here. You could say that, but that's just, yeah, you could say that's a build up. This is an inducement feeding into this imbalance fill price action right here. So if I'm bullish, this low should hold. So although we're pretty close to getting stopped out here, if we were to take the long, like in theory, sticking to the rules, this low should hold if we're bullish. So why not take the trade? So let's take it right there. Stops below here. Let's do 4 pips. The spread, targeting these highs right here. Why not? Because we're bullish, targeting this liquidity. Liquidity here. This is a strong low, which, like I say, the rules are strong lows should hold. Like this one, for example, you know, this is a strong low, weak high. Price came in down into this and then pushed up. So why can't we do the same? Strong low, weak high, after taking out this liquidity as well. Yeah, I don't see the problem with this. But let's go for it. See what happens. Probably just going to tank again. Get a nice break, I'll be confident in this. Yeah, nice break there, so looking good. Get a mitigation of this, that'd be nice. The price is just going to go. So we've taken out this build up now. So let's see what happens. Taking out the build up. Okay, we've mitigated this strong high up here. So this would have been a win, that's nice. This would have been a win, and now I'm looking for the shorts because we're inside of this after taking out this build up, taking out Asia high. So you know, you have people are in long here, long positions here, thinking that we're going to go bullish. So yeah, I like this now. So I mean, you just have a bearish engulfing right here, so I don't know if that's enough for me, to be honest. Let's wait. It's gonna go in it. Taking out the build up. We're inside of this. Let's go for it. Let's go short. Right on the close of this candle. Stops above this. 6.5. Targeting these lows. Targeting these lows right here. And if we get stopped out, we'll look for another entry because this could be a bit early, but like I said, I'm going to be a bit more aggressive because I can't see the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, this wick here would probably be structure. So I'd see that breaking and then a pullback, but let's have a look. Okay, so now we've got the break, we've had a break on the 1 minute. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Got this break right here. I like it. This will be my target. So I like it. So we're on 2 losses. This would have been a win, 7R, and this would have been, well, we don't know yet, but we'll see. Now let's just see if we can get any scale-ins. Don't know if I trust this is a strong high, to be honest. Didn't do anything. So I always get a little bit sketchy when it gets down to here because I start to look at it and think, you know, maybe I got it wrong and this is a strong high, this is a weak low, and then this is just build up of liquidity to then go long and go and take out this high, and then when you think you're in a nice trade, but all you're really doing is taking out internal to come for external. So this is where I get a little bit like, have I got it right or have I got it wrong? So let's see. But no, that would be a nice win there. So yeah, so 7R, 11R, you know, that's pretty good. 18R minus 2, 16. That's not bad. I'm pleased with that. So now we've taken out this low. Can I go to the, where are we? What time is it? 3 o'clock. So the day's not quite done yet. Let's. See, now I don't expect this to hold because this, it looks like a build up now. So I don't expect this to hold. So I won't be keep trying to take shorts from here. See, like that didn't hold there. So let's get to Asia. Get the days done. Let's get to the end of this and then we'll reassess. Okay. Right. Okay, what we got? Everybody in short. We've just taken out this liquidity here. After taking out this build up. You can see this build up of liquidity right here. See this build up right here. This build up, this channel build up. This looks like obvious liquidity. This is right the last structure inducement right here. So I would like to see this get taken before continuing lower, to be honest. So if that's the case, then without thinking too much, you can do something very similar, I think, because this is the build up. You have this build up of liquidity right here, this build up of liquidity right here, we have this imbalance right there. Not that I care too much about that so much, but there's more this liquidity right here. We have this trap low, trap low right there. So we could, if we get a break of this, I would be interested. If we get a break of this before we take this high, I would be interested in longs from in here. Longs from here. Stops. Let's play a little bit tighter. Let's go there. Stops there. Targeting this. If we don't get a break of that high first. So let's see what happens. What's the time? Wednesday, sorry, not Wednesday. So we're just coming into London. Didn't break that high. So main London session. Because this would be a strong, right now, this would be a strong low. This would be a weak high. This would be internal, so it would be something like this. Strong low, weak high. Expecting this to get taken. This would be my external. This is a build up of liquidity. We have this build up of liquidity right here. I like it. Obviously still inside of this range, but this is internal. So yeah, okay, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Oh, so be in this. Would have been pretty tight, but we didn't get tagged out. Would have been pretty tight, but I'm gonna say I'm in it because it's not, you know, it didn't tag me out on this. So now we're looking good. Go long right here. Just sweat this right there. Did we? Yeah, just sweat this low. Do you want to be a good bit aggressive and say right here, stops below there. So this is the liquidity. Yeah, let's do it. Targeting these highs up here. So I'm in this one too, because we took this low, which is a trap low. Being careful once we take these highs, if we take these highs. Look at all this liquidity we've got built up now as well. You know, we've got all of this, you know, you've got this channel build up right here. Channel build up right here. It makes sense to come and take this now. This isn't a strong low because it didn't do anything, so whereas this one did. But let's see. Hopefully we get a push up and not another sweep of the lows. Okay, looking good. This is another entry, but I'm already in, so this is this would have been a better entry. because we pushed up, we took the high again, then we pulled back to mitigate. The suspense. Come on. Let's see if we got Asia again. Okay, let's play out. Okay, so Asia. Right, so this low right here, oh, this low right here held because this was a strong low after we took that. After we took that, and after we took this low here and then broke structure, this was a strong low. So we came back into mitigate, and then obviously held this low, and then price pushed pretty nicely up to there. So yeah, another two really good trades. Don't know how much more I'll do. I'll probably leave it there for now. Actually, come back another day. But so 2 losses. Was it 2 losses or 3? I think it was 2. 7R, 11R. That's 8. What's that? 18. Plus 7, 25. Plus another 7, 32. So 32 minus 2. So that's 30R. Over how many days? 1, 2, 3. 3 days, 2 days. That's pretty good, but yeah, you can see like, because a lot of people will be thinking, oh, now we've taken this low, we're bearish, we're going to continue bearish, but you can see that, after we've taken out liquidity, price goes for the opposing liquidity, which you can see it clear as day, it's right here. So then that's what we went to take, and I mean, I don't know what happens from here, but I'm guessing we went short. So if I just play it through on, let's just play it through on the 15. I'm guessing that once we came up here and took this liquidity, we went, okay, we took the liquidity, we filled this imbalance right here, just go short right here, expecting the liquidity it's got enough liquidity to fill the imbalance, expecting it to just drop, go and take this low again. And I'm guessing it just drops again. It could come up once more, but it doesn't mean you're wrong, it just means you were early, So and that's the liquidity cycle, isn't it? Build up, inducement, entry, target. That's I'm going to count that as a winning trade. So I'm going to say 39R, not bad. But you see how the entry is not so important. I don't have to wait for this to break to say, okay, now we're bearish, and then I'll wait for a pullback into here, and then I'll get short, because it doesn't always give you that. What I'm noticing, it doesn't always give you that. So I have to be a bit more aggressive and say, okay, we've taken out the build up, we've induced this high, we've mitigated this, we're starting to look bearish. Free candle formation. This should hold. If I'm wrong and it does something like this and then does it again, you can take the trade again and go short. But it just means I was early. But yeah. That's it from me. I think I'll leave it there. Maybe come back and do another one. But a good little back testing session there. Bias was pretty correct. Yeah, I'm not going to bang on. Right, take it easy.